Have you ever stood up after a walk or finished your usual workout, only to feel a dull ache or maybe even a sharp pain in your knees? Maybe you've chalked it up to just getting older, or figured it's something you have to live with. But what if I told you that some of the exercises you've been doing, yes, even the ones recommended for staying fit over 60, could actually be speeding up the wear and tear on your knees? You're not alone in this. Many older adults find themselves struggling with joint pain, especially in the knees, even though they're doing their best to stay active. And let's be honest, you've been told your whole life that exercise is good for you, and it is. But here's the catch. Not all exercises are created equal, especially as we age. In fact, some of the most popular moves out there might be causing more harm than good. Now, don't worry, we're not here to scare you away from staying active. Quite the opposite. This video is all about helping you exercise smarter, not harder. We're going to walk through 3 common exercises that might be damaging your knees without you even realizing it. And more importantly, I'll show you what to do instead so you can keep moving, stay strong, and protect those precious joints for years to come. So let's jump in and talk about the first culprit. Let me ask you, have you ever done deep squats? You know, those exercises where you bend your knees and drop your hips down low. We're sitting into an invisible chair. They've become a staple in gyms, fitness classes, and even online exercise videos aimed at older adults. Trainers love to recommend them because they work your legs, glutes, and even your core. But here's the truth. For aging knees, deep squats can be brutal. Now, I'm not saying all squats are bad, but once you pass 60, the cartilage in your knees, those little cushions between the bones, starts to naturally wear down. When you go too deep into a squat, especially with weight or poor form, you're putting intense pressure on your knees. It's like grinding sandpaper on an already thin cushion. Over time, this can lead to inflammation, swelling, and chronic pain that just won't quit. The good news is, you don't need to give up squatting entirely. Instead, try doing partial squats, only lowering yourself halfway to where your thighs are just about parallel to the floor, or even a little higher. Use a chair behind you for support, and focus on keeping your knees aligned with your toes, never letting them cave in. This version is much gentler on your joints while still strengthening your legs and improving balance. And here's something even better. If squats of any kind still feel uncomfortable, swap them out for seated leg extensions or wall sits with a slight bend in the knees. You'll still get that strengthening benefit without grinding your knees into misery. Now, let's talk about another popular move that seems innocent enough, but can do real damage over time: lunges. Lunges are everywhere. Whether it's in a fitness DVD, a yoga class, or even a walking group warm-up, you'll see people stepping forward, dropping their back knee down, and pushing back up. They're great for building strength, sure, but they're also one of the most common ways older adults strain their knees. Why? Because lunges require balance, coordination, and most importantly, a lot of control. And as we age, those things don't come as naturally as they used to. Think about the last time you tried to do a forward lunge. Did your front knee shoot past your toes? Did you feel wobbly? Maybe your back knee even slammed into the floor a little too fast. All of these little missteps add up, and over time, they put a ton of stress on the ligaments and tendons around your knees. Now, I bet you want to stay strong, keep your legs firm, and maintain your independence. But lunges, especially forward lunges, might not be the way to get there anymore. Instead, try step-ups on a low platform like a sturdy step or even the bottom stair in your house. Step up, then step back down slowly, alternating legs. This motion is much more controlled. You can hold onto a rail for balance, and you're building strength without the strain. Another great alternative? Try doing side leg lifts while holding onto a counter or sturdy chair. They work the same muscle groups that lunges target, but without putting that forward bending pressure on your knees. Now, before we move on, there's one more exercise we need to talk about, one that sneaks into all kinds of senior-friendly workouts and might even feel fun at first. But the truth is, it could be setting your knees up for pain down the line. Let's take a look at the ever-popular step aerobics and high-impact cardio routines. Yes, I'm talking about those fast-paced, bouncing, hopping movements that promise to burn calories and get your heart pumping. You might see them in group classes or on streaming workout videos, and while they might make you feel energized in the moment, those repetitive jumping motions, especially on hard surfaces, can be downright brutal on aging joints. Each time you land from a jump, your knees absorb the shock, and without the springy cartilage and strong muscles of your younger years, that impact doesn't just go away, it settles right into your bones. That's when you start feeling soreness, stiffness, and eventually, chronic pain that makes even walking up the stairs feel like a chore. The fix? Ditch the high-impact moves and switch to low-impact cardio that still gets your heart pumping without the joint damage. Think marching in place, dancing slowly to your favorite music, or using a stationary bike. These options protect your knees while still giving you that feel-good energy boost. Staying active is one of the best things you can do for your health, especially after 60, but it's got to be the right kind of active. Your body isn't the same as it was at 30 or even 50, and that's okay. What matters is knowing how to move in a way that supports your body, not strains it. Now that we've looked at how deep squats, lunges, and high-impact cardio might be secretly hurting your knees, let's keep going. There's more to uncover and more you can do to protect your joints and feel your best every day. And here's something we don't talk about enough: what happens after the workout ends. You see, many seniors focus on the exercise itself, but forget the importance of recovery and mobility. That might not sound exciting, but skipping proper recovery can make even a good workout feel like a bad decision the next day, especially for your knees. Let's take walking, for example. It's often praised as the perfect exercise for older adults, and in many ways, it is. It's low impact, easy to do anywhere, and helps with circulation and mental clarity. But this is a big one: if your walking form is off, or you're overdoing it without strengthening the right muscles to support your knees, it can actually make joint problems worse. Think about how many steps you take every day. If each one is slightly off in alignment, maybe your feet roll inward, or your knees collapse inward a bit, you're putting small but repeated pressure on your knee joints. Over time, this leads to pain, stiffness, and sometimes even more serious issues like arthritis, flares, or meniscus irritation. Now, not saying you should stop walking, far from it, but it's important to walk smart. That means wearing supportive shoes with good arch support, avoiding hard, uneven surfaces when possible, and keeping your stride short and steady rather than overextending your steps. You want to move like you're gliding, not stomping. And while we're on the topic of movement, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: mobility exercises and stretching. These aren't flashy, and they don't leave you breathless or sweating, but they are essential for keeping your knees healthy. Picture your muscles like rubber bands. When they're warm and flexible, they support your joints and allow smooth movement. But if they're tight and stiff, especially the muscles around your hips, thighs, and calves, they pull on your knee joints and throw everything out of alignment. That's when pain starts to creep in. So, instead of spending 30 minutes doing high-impact cardio or deep squats, consider spending just 10 of those minutes doing gentle stretches or movements that open up your hips, hamstrings, and calves. Try standing hamstring stretches, seated calf stretches, and gentle leg swings while holding onto the wall. These movements may seem simple, but they can make a big difference in how your knees feel day to day. And here's a tip you'll thank yourself for later: include a few minutes of knee strengthening exercises every other day. Things like straight leg raises while lying down, or simply sitting in a chair and slowly extending one leg at a time. These small movements help build strength in the muscles that protect the knee, like your quads and hip flexors, without any of the pounding that causes damage. Now, I want to pause for a second and talk about something many of us feel, but don't always admit: fear. When your knees start to hurt, it's easy to pull back from activity altogether. You worry that any movement will make it worse, and pretty soon, you find yourself avoiding stairs, skipping walks, or hesitating before getting out of a chair. But here's the truth: motion is lotion for your joints. The key is choosing the right kind of motion. You don't need to avoid movement, you just need to move in a way that supports your knees, instead of punishing them. Gentle movement helps deliver nutrients to the cartilage, improves circulation, and even reduces inflammation. That's why I often recommend water-based activities to folks over 60 dealing with knee pain. Whether it's water walking, light swimming, or an aqua aerobics class, moving in water takes the weight off your joints while still strengthening your muscles. And let's be honest, there's something peaceful and almost meditative about being in the water. It's not just good for your knees, it's good for your soul too. Another option that works beautifully for many seniors is chair-based exercise. You can do entire routines from a sturdy chair leg lifts, arm circles, gentle twists, all designed to keep your body strong and flexible without stressing your joints. These movements may seem small, but they keep the blood flowing, build stability, and help you maintain independence as you age. And speaking of independence, let's not forget one of the biggest benefits of protecting your knees: the freedom to live life on your terms. Think about it, your knees carry you through your day. Whether it's getting groceries, gardening, playing with your grandkids, or taking that long-awaited trip, your knees are key to staying active and mobile. When you care for them now, you're investing in the future version of yourself, one who can keep moving, keep exploring, and keep enjoying the little things that make life meaningful. So if you've been doing exercises that leave your knees aching, don't brush it off. Your body is talking to you, and it's never too late to listen. That little twinge you feel now could be the early warning sign that helps you prevent bigger problems later on. Making just a few smart changes today can mean a whole lot less pain and a whole lot more freedom tomorrow. Now, let's keep this momentum going. You've learned which exercises to rethink and what to try instead. But there's still more to explore when it comes to caring for your knees and building a safe, sustainable fitness routine that really works for your life right now. So what else can you do to protect your knees and still stay active and strong after 60? It turns out that one of the most overlooked secrets is also one of the most powerful: balance and stability. These two things don't just help you avoid falls, they also take a huge load off your knees during everyday movement. Think about it. When your balance is off, your body starts compensating in little ways. You might lean more on one leg than the other, twist your knee awkwardly to catch yourself, or use momentum instead of muscle when getting up or down. Over time, those little misalignments add up and strain the joints, especially the knees. That's why adding a few simple balance exercises to your weekly routine can make a big difference. And no, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just standing on one leg while holding onto the kitchen counter for 30 seconds at a time is a fantastic place to start. Or try shifting your weight slowly from one leg to the other while keeping your core engaged and knees soft. These gentle exercises teach your muscles to support your movements better, and that means less pressure on your knees with every step. And let's not forget posture. You might be surprised how much your knees depend on what's happening in your spine, hips, and even your shoulders. When you're slouched forward or leaning to one side, it changes how you walk, how you stand, and how your knees absorb force. So if you've been dealing with knee pain, it's worth taking a moment to check in with your posture. Try this the next time you're standing at the sink or walking through your home. Pull your shoulders back gently, lift your chest, and imagine a string pulling you up from the top of your head. Keep your weight centered over your feet and your knees slightly bent, not locked. This simple shift can make walking and standing feel more stable and put your joints in a much safer, stronger position. But beyond exercises and posture, there's one more piece of the puzzle we can't ignore, and that's inflammation. Because here's the thing, even if you do all the right exercises, if your knees are inflamed, you're still going to feel stiff, swollen, and sore. And the causes of inflammation aren't always just about movement. Often, they're hiding in what we eat, how we sleep, and how we manage stress. Now, I'm not about to tell you to overhaul your whole diet, but if you're noticing knee pain that just won't go away, take a gentle look at what's on your plate. Processed foods, sugary snacks, and fried meals can all trigger inflammation in the body. On the other hand, foods like salmon, leafy greens, berries, turmeric, and olive oil are known to help reduce inflammation naturally. Even adding something as simple as a warm cup of turmeric tea in the evening, or swapping out white bread for whole grains, can begin to make a difference. And if you're feeling unsure about where to start, just aim for more real, whole foods and fewer packaged ones. Your knees and the rest of your body will thank you. Sleep is another big one. When we're tired, our body doesn't repair itself properly. That means your joints stay inflamed longer, your muscles recover more slowly, and your coordination takes a hit. So if you've been burning the candle at both ends, or tossing and turning through the night, it's not just your energy that takes a hit, it's your knees too. Try setting up a wind-down routine that signals your body it's time to rest. Dim the lights, avoid screens for an hour before bed, and do a few gentle stretches or deep breathing exercises. Quality sleep isn't just about rest, it's about recovery, and it plays a key role in how well your knees function during the day. And then there's stress. Life comes with its share of worries, especially as we get older. Whether it's health concerns, family matters, or financial stress, those feelings can take a physical toll. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, which in turn increases inflammation. That can make every ache feel worse, including in your knees. So take time to find what soothes you. Maybe it's sitting outside with your morning coffee, calling an old friend, or even just pausing to breathe deeply for a few minutes. Little moments of calm can go a long way toward helping your whole body, including your joints, feel more at ease. By now, you can probably see the bigger picture. Knee pain after 60 isn't just about wear and tear, it's about the way we move, the way we care for ourselves, and the habits we build day by day. Deep squats, lunges, and high-impact cardio might have served you well in your younger years, but now, it's time to pivot to movements that support your knees instead of punishing them. And that shift doesn't mean giving up. In fact, it's the opposite. It means choosing strength, choosing sustainability, and choosing a lifestyle that helps you stay active for the long haul. Let's do a quick mental check-in. Are you moving every day, even just a little? Are you giving your knees the care and support they deserve? Not just during workouts, but in your daily life? If the answer is yes, you're already on the right track. And if the answer is no, that's okay too. Because the best time to start making changes is right now. It's never too late to learn new habits. It's never too late to protect your body. And it's never too late to feel stronger, more confident, and more in control of your health. Your knees carry you through your life, literally. They're worth the extra care. If this video helped you rethink how you move and what's really going on with your knees, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know what changes you're planning to make. Maybe it's skipping those deep lunges or trying chair yoga for the first time. Or maybe you just feel seen, and that matters too. Be sure to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more practical tips, motivation, and support as you navigate health and wellness after 60. We've got a lot more great content coming your way, and we'd love to have you along for the journey. Here's to strong knees, smart movement, and living your best life one step at a time.